Hey, my name is Riley Adamson, and today we're going to talk about what makes a fantastic NFT and also what makes a very interesting and valuable NFT platform. So, NFTs in general are really good when they mimic real life behavior. I broke this down into three major parts. One of them is that it's about something that people are passionate about. So, a really good example is NBA Top Shot has sports, right? People are really passionate about the NBA players, each of the games. People pay thousands of dollars to go attend some of the games. It's a really big deal, and people are obviously really passionate about it long before the internet was around. And also the same with art. So art has been around for as long as humans have been human. The second thing about NFTs that makes them really valuable and good ones is there's unlimited possibilities. So the NBA has thousands, if not millions, of shots to go draw from and create into an NFT. So there's just a giant sea of options that people might want to pick from. And with art, there has just been an unlimited amount of art that's been created. But the third point is that because there's that level of diversity, only so many of those are really, really valuable and really interesting or noteworthy. And in the NBA, it's really easy example is there's only so many buzzer beater shots when someone the championship. There's just not very many of those. And someone's going to be super passionate about those. And same with art, there are very few paintings by Leonardo. So I was brainstorming these different features and qualities of NFTs and realized that something that hasn't been created into an NFT and an NFT platform that would be really valuable is space objects. So the stars, galaxies, galaxy clusters, star clusters, voids, black holes, you name it. All of those objects are something that would be prime to create into an NFT. And here's why. Celestial objects hit all three of those key points. One, people are super passionate about space. It's the next frontier, the final frontier. People are cheering on Elon to go to the moon, go to Mars. Something else about space that's really interesting is that it really gets at the heart of some of these key questions that humans just have of who are we? Why are we here? What is this environment that we've found ourselves upon? And those, by exploring space, we find out more about ourselves. Are we really living in this universe, or is there a way that we could figure out that it's a simulation? Second is that there's nearly an infinite number of celestial objects. And someone might be really happy to own a red dwarf, and there's billions of those. But of all of these objects that are out there, there's only so many that are really interesting and really valuable from our human perspective on this Earth. One being the North Star. It's one visible from Earth, so there's only a few thousand of those, so that gives it some extra interest. And second, it has a historical and navigational reference that's very common, and people understand that. There's also a very large interest in astrology, right? So, I'm a whatever constellation, and I want to get a star that's in that group. The other thing is there's a lot of objects that are very niche and specific to groups of people that might understand something more. So getting a void, which right in space there's these gigantic, huge areas of space that are just empty. And you could buy a void. Not everyone's going to understand what a void is without some education on top of it. So what is the biggest void, and who wants to buy that? There's going to be a strong gradient of objects that are more interesting or less interesting. Another aspect of NFTs there's probably two type of people who will buy them. One of them are treating them like a bumper sticker. NFTs are the exact same. It's saying I purchased an object to show that I care about this topic and this thing, and I was wise enough or interested enough to select this single object and pay a price for it. And it helps me define myself and gives me something to talk about to my friends or brag or show some additional level of who I am. The second are people who are opportunistic from a financial side point, and are trying to make money off of them. They're trying to find ones that are undervalued and buy ones that they can sell later at a higher price. And we believe that stars, and within StarCollector, there will be both of those. I myself love space and have since I was a little kid. I remember drawing pictures of Mars and talking about aliens nonstop as a third grader. I'm sure I annoyed everybody. And ever since about 2015, when I really started understanding what SpaceX was doing and watching their launches, I've just been enthralled. I've just been captured by this new wave of space, the space race, and watch Spacetime, PBS Spacetime, and Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut, and Scott Manley. Those things, those educators help us understand more about who we are and why we're here, and give us something that's exciting and something that's helping us understand what's really happening on that frontier. And my dog, I even named my dog Pluto. Pluto? Do you want to say hi to everybody? You're sure lovely, bud. You're sure a good boy. Okay, we can hop down. I hope this has been interesting for you to see our perspective on how we think about NFTs and which ones are more valuable, how to create value, how to pick ones that are valuable, and stay tuned for future announcements.